Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. My name is Justin Smith. Excited to highlight a new product here at the dealership. Okay, you guys have all seen these vans. A lot of you have watched my videos, and I truly appreciate it. But this is unique, something that we're doing new here at our dealership, and can't wait to highlight it for you today. So what we have is a 2020 Ram ProMaster 159-inch wheelbase. Razor roof van. Okay, now this has been upfitted for mobility use. The great thing about the ProMaster, you hear me mention it all the time, we have the widest entry as far as our side door at 50 inches wide, and the tallest door as well, which virtually goes almost all the way to the roof at 68 inches tall. And of course, just like every other ProMaster, this one is front wheel drive and is powered by the 3.6 liter Pentastar motor. Good for 288 horsepower and right about 20 miles a gallon on the highway. This was done in silver exterior color. All of the body panels have been painted to match the factory paint, such as mirrors, door handles, and of course our running boards. Now this particular van features a 16-inch chrome wheel. We do have a couple different wheel options, 16, 17, and 18 being the biggest. And we do offer multiple different black wheels as well, if that's what you're after. So walking around to the back of this van, I'm going to go over some of the safety features, starting with the backup camera, which is located top dead center. It's going to give you an accurate visual of whatever might be behind one of these vans. And if you're not paying attention to your Uconnect radio, it's going to scream at you with these factory backup sensors if something's behind the van. So that's a great feature. Now, some of the other safety features are standard anti-lock brakes, traction control, hill start brake assist, and rollover mitigation system, which in a high profile vehicle such as this is extremely important and great safety feature. Now, this van is equipped with class 4 hitch from the factory. Does feature a 7-pin and a 4-pin flat right from the factory. Good to tow up to 6,800 pounds with this vehicle. Which is quite impressive for a front wheel drive van, I tell you. So let's jump into the back of this van and let me show you what this thing has to offer. Now, for those of you that are interested in mobility, a lot of you are familiar with this name on this lift right here. This is a Braun UVL series lift, okay? UVL under vehicle lift. Readily new to the ProMaster. For many years, the Braun had not made a kit for the ProMaster, so we were never really able to take advantage of this lift. And I mean, if you're looking for a mobility van, you already know the advantages of having the lift outside of the vehicle. Of course, it's not going to take up any room. It's not going to restrict the front passenger from being able to climb like a lot of dual post lifts do. And you don't get the noise inside the vehicle that everybody complains about with a side entry or rear entry standard lift. Now this van has a heavy duty coating on the floor, obviously, so that you don't have to worry about tearing up the carpet or anything like that with a wheelchair. It does come with a Q-Strength tie-down system, which work in conjunction with these little pucks here on the ground. Obviously they can be removed because they're not here, and I didn't really want to take them out of the box because they're brand new. For more information on how those work, go to qstrength.com. qstrength.com, you can see it right there. And there's plenty of information on their website how they work. They're very easy. They work every single time, and so those are what we chose to put in this van. A lot of you guys want easy locks, which we can do. We just prefer not to do those without the chair. Because if we're off by an inch or two, you can imagine how big of a headache that might be. So let's go ahead and demonstrate how this lift works before we get inside the van. Now the cool thing about this van, guys, is the wireless remote. Now you see it's got up and down, stow, and it's just really cool because you know, you don't have to wind out a long cord or anything like that. It's just real simple to do. So here's how this lift works. Super slick, quiet, fast. Now the UVL lift, guys, is can handle up to 750 pounds, and even though the lift is underneath the van, we still have about 7.5 inches of clearance behind this, or underneath this lift, which is a lot better than most of your minivans out there that do sport some kind of lift like this. It's just, you know, really, really slick, and you're not gonna have to worry about speed bumps and all that kind of stuff like you do in the minivans. So obviously we have it deployed all the way down. Now we're gonna go ahead and raise it up. And as you see, it's gonna stop when it's flush with the floor. Roll right in, get locked down, and you're good to go. Now we'll show you how it stows. Pretty neat, isn't it? Again, guys, Braun UVL series lift, good for 750 pounds. Now let's jump in this van and go over some of the components on the inside. Now here's what makes this van so unique. You know, obviously you've got a section here for the wheelchair, but you also have seating for 5 behind the wheelchair, and then obviously the 2 front seats up in the front of the van. But these captain's chairs do feature a power recline. They will slide forward and back. I have them in the most pushback position right now, so if it looks like there's not much leg room, guys, there's plenty of leg room in this van. I'm 6'2", and I can sit anywhere in this van and not have my knees hit the chair in front of me. Now, like I mentioned, these chairs will slide forward and back, power recline. They do swivel, and they are set up for a child seat. So you do have the tether hooks down here and a rear anchor on the back side. Now this rear sofa, again, seating for 3, and will fold completely flat, and the sofa is power. So you can either adjust it from inside the van here or behind the sofa. If you need more storage room behind the rear sofa, obviously you can slide it up. If you need more leg room, you can slide it back, and again, we'll go completely flat. Overhead storage right there below, above the rear sofa. Really pretty indirect lighting all the way around the top of this van. Now this lighting will actually change colors, guys. It does come with a remote, and we'll do some really cool stuff. So as far as entertainment goes, 32-inch Vizio smart television, guys, with all the applications that you guys have grown to be familiar with, with everything that we're using today. You're gonna feel like you're right at home in the back of this van. So it's got Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Pandora. It's got all that stuff built in. It can be utilized with a Wi-Fi hotspot. Now that TV is paired to this LG Smart Blu-ray player. So you can obviously watch DVDs while going down the road. It'll play a Blu-ray disc or standard DVD. And while watching a movie in the back of this van, you have the option to listen to it through the surround sound speakers that are in the back of this van or through the wireless headphones provided. Now the rear heat and air controls are located right here. So it'd be easy to access for somebody in a wheelchair to adjust the climate in the back. This is a Pro Air 2 system, does feature an auto function. So basically set the temperature and move on to something else, because it's going to do what it needs to do to get to that desired temperature. 110 plug-in right here, 2 USBs, which the passengers, I'm jumping all around, they have their own USBs as well. But so the dual USBs, and then probably most importantly, this HDMI input. So you could bring along anything that connects to a TV with an HDMI can be transferred to that television, whether it's a video game system, maybe a laptop, whatever. Anything that uses HDMI connectivity, boom, right there. Now let's jump up into the front of this van. Okay, now while we're up in the front of this van, you'll notice the same nice leather material that we have in the back of the van. Really dig this diamond pleating that Sherrod does. They do a really good job with that. So these chairs are on an 8-way adjustable pedestal and do feature factory heat. Now, when I was in the back of the van talking about some of the safety features, I mentioned the Uconnect system. So this is a Uconnect 5.0, okay? So it's a touchscreen radio, it's got AM, FM tuner, satellite radio, and this is where your backup image is gonna display once you throw the vehicle in reverse. Below that, you're gonna have 3 center controls here for your front climate control, okay? Passengers got charging with a 12-volt DC, a USB, And there's even a USB over here for the driver in this cuddy. Kind of hard to see, but it's back there. Nice little spot to put your phone and be able to charge it at the same time. Moving over to the steering wheel, I have a nice leather wrapped wheel here with controls on both sides of the airbag, guys. These are going to allow you to do just about everything without taking your hands off the wheel. Answer a hands-free phone call over here on the right side. Volume up and down, change channels. Even over on the left side, give voice commands. You can even change, you know, just call mom, whatever. Just hit that button, tell it what you want it to do, and it's going to do it for you without taking the hands off the wheel. We do have overhead storage in this van. Not all of our ProMasters have this, but it is an option, and we do have quite a few with that available. It's a pretty nice little storage area, and it's got a nice lip up here along the edge to keep anything from busting you in the head when you take off. Now, as far as power equipment goes, this van's got it all. Power windows, both sides, power collapsing mirrors, check that out. Even the blind spot mirror in the bottom is power glass, which I don't know why every truck or every van doesn't offer that, but the ProMaster has it. So that's a great feature, especially if you're towing something and you're by yourself. To be able to adjust those mirrors from the driver's seat, that's awesome. Keyless entry, guys. Like I said, the van's got just about everything that you would expect to find in a modern day vehicle. Now, of course, this one is unique because it's set up for mobility. Whether this mobility package works for you or not, we do a wide variety of mobility here at the dealership, whether it's one of our pre-owned vans way over there, or any ProMaster that we have, we can set you up for mobility. Rear entry, side entry, UVL as demonstrated below. We do a lot of Rycon, VMI stuff. So any mobility challenge that you might have, we can help get you through that and get the right van built for you. If there was something on this van I didn't cover, please don't hesitate to give me a call, 1-800-678-4188. Or maybe had a question about a different van, please don't hesitate to call. Once again, Justin Smith here at Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. Visit us on the web at sherryvans.com, and we'll talk to you soon here at the dealership. Thanks for your time. Hope you have a great day.